Hello everyone, once again, Willie Soto bringing you part two of the COVID-19 mindset. As you can see, I'm outside, wanted to take advantage of this beautiful day. I couldn't help it. I just finished out a great workout. As you can see, I'm in my gym clothes. So I wanted to go ahead and continue and share, give you an insight to what I've been doing to continue to have success, not only in my personal life, but also in business. For the last 15 years. And for me, success could be just creating great relationships with the people that I work with, my family and friends. So I want to go ahead and share, give you an insight to the way I operate. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and recap part one. And again, I'm outside, so if you see me swatting things, flying things around, just don't mind it. So I'm gonna go ahead and recap again on part one, okay? So again, the way that I perform at a peak level, and people again ask me all the time, how am I doing? So this is a list of items that I've been doing for the last 15 years. And I'll say this again, I challenge you to create your own list, okay? So the first thing that I do every single morning, again, I put on my gym clothes. There's no negotiating. I gotta make sure that I'm ready for my day and my exercise. But number one is I get mentally aligned. You know, I talked about that. I briefly touched on it, which again, it's spiritual or reading. And then number two, I do an exercise, which is my 10 10 things, which I write down, 10 things that I'm grateful for and 10 things that I want to track for the day. Again, they're small wins, small goals that I want to create for my day. And then number three is I put my physical first. After I do that, I get emotion. I start exercising. I also put on here that, you know, your food intake is very important. I know there's a lot of temptations being at home, so just make sure that you're aware. Create awareness around your home and around your life right now. And then number four, I stick to a schedule. I stick to a routine, no matter the time, no matter the circumstances. It's very important right now in the time that we're in, because everybody's out of routine. But again, either you're gonna allow it or you're not gonna allow it. So make sure that you're aware and conscious of that. And then number five is I'm clear and I'm certain on my vision and my goals every single day. Again, it all aligns with doing my 10 10s, okay? So that's part of my clarity and certainty for the day. Then number six is your self-talk. You know, once again, having the perfect language for yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Remember, whatever you tell yourself, whether it's good or bad, that's what you're gonna reap, okay? So moving on to the next six, which is 7 through 12. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is self-control, okay? And pretty much I wrote something down here that control your emotions. They will make you think and do out of impulse. How many times have you said something or done something just completely out of complete emotion, out of complete impulse? So just be aware of the actions of and just control your emotions. Once you're able to do that, you're going to be able to control pretty much your day, your life, and certain things around you. Again, self-control can just be as easy as, hey, you know, I love sweets, or, you know, I want to eat something that's not good for me, then you back off. Again, there's a lot of temptations, especially being at home right now, more than ever. I mean, I can't even begin to start a list. I mean, it's so big. So just be very mindful and just work on that self-control. It is like a muscle. I'm working on it every single day because, again, I'm not perfect. I'm just like you guys, but I am aware of making sure that I am in self-control. Okay. Number 8 is I put relentless action or massive action. No matter mental or physical, you got to continue to keep on moving, continue to take action. Again, we have 2 feet. Whatever direction you point them, that's the direction that you're going, good or bad, right or wrong. So just make sure, once again, that you're taking the proper action, okay? You got to move, you got to be in activity all the time. Number 9 is you got to hold yourself accountable. Again, that is a skill that, again, can be worked on. Accountability is a huge factor. Find a partner, find a coach, make some commitments and stick to them, okay? That will also help you with your discipline. I'm also working on my own accountability every single day. Again, being mindful, being aware of just the things that are around me, and doing what I say I'm gonna do. That's part of my accountability. So that is very important. Okay. So then we go on to number 10 is raise your standards. Continuously, I'm always raising my standards because I want to make sure that the people that I surround myself with, or those that are watching me, know that I want to do better, because I have great relationships with people, and part of raising my standards is raising them as well. I am an extension of you guys and my family, so I want to make sure that I'm continuously raising my standards. I'm not going to settle for less. Many of you may be, like, how am I supposed to raise my standards? I'm here at home. Well, this is a perfect time to revisit the goals that you probably wrote down at the end or at the beginning of the year, or perhaps didn't write any goals. So this is a time to raise those standards, create those goals. Again, like I mentioned at the beginning, I mean, the way we do business, the way we live may forever change. What better time than to revisit that and change those goals, change those standards, okay? So that was 10, raise your standards. Number 11, I put here, continue to learn and sharpen your skills. However, I also put here, but you need to put some action behind it. So it goes back to number 8, take massive, relentless action. Listen, I know a lot of people with great skill, very smart, that, do a lot of studying, but at the same time, they're not taking massive action. So again, it's worthless. It's not doing anything for them. So I highly recommend that whatever you apply yourself to, whether it's going to be a new skill, that you take action, okay? And I also put on here for number 11 that more than ever right now, one thing that I learned in past markets and, when economies fail, is that you gotta have all 5 fingers moving. What do I mean? Is continue to build new skills, but taking massive action. And again, it could be creating different avenues of income for your family, creating different avenues of staying healthy, or creating those new goals. Okay, so then I move on to the last one, which is number 12, is you have to be flexible. Okay, make necessary adjustments. Don't get stuck where you're at. And number 12 is super important because it goes back to one of the first things that I said on part 1, is that the way we do business will perhaps change forever. So those people that are not willing to change, that are not going to be flexible with themselves, again, this is going to hit you very hard. So flexibility is key. Once you gain a little bit of flexibility, you'll be able to gain some of that self-control, and you'll be able to work on that. So remember, be flexible. Don't be so hard on yourself. And all this, once again, will tie in together. I encourage you to, you could even adopt my list. I don't care. Or create your own list that makes you who you want to become, or who you are already. Once again, thank you. I'll see you in part 3 of the COVID-19 mindset.